The 2K golf game is now released, and we just received an EA Sports trailer in the same week. So which golf game should you buy? In my opinion, there are a few key components that are going to separate the two different games. This may help you decide which game is right for you. First off, HB Studios, which is affiliated with the 2K game, has been doing it for quite some time, so they have a basis to build off of. Obviously, EA has some too with the prior versions of Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy, but it has been a while, so you would have to think they're revamping everything from scratch. So take that for what it is, whether it's going to be good or bad. But let's break them down by other game modes within the game. So career, I would say 2K, I would give it like a 4 out of 10. We obviously don't know much about the EA as of yet, but historically they've done a decent job with career mode, so I'm going to give the edge there to EA Sports and think that they're going to have a better career mode. So if you're a career mode junkie, I'm guessing that is going to be the right one for you. Next up, players. So there are playable characters in 2K Golf this time around. In the prior versions we did not have that. From the looks of it, EA is probably going to have the same. However, the only EA golfer we have seen thus far is Jordan Spieth, who we saw in the trailer. As opposed to 2K, we already know they have Tiger, and they have a whole slew of other golfers: Ricky Fowler, Justin Thomas, Tony Finau, Xander Schauffele, Will Zalatoris. They also have celebrity personalities. They have Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, and I think there are more characters coming into the game. So if you're looking for that aspect of the game, I'm giving a severe nod to 2K. All right, next up is graphics, and that's a big one for a lot of people. Right now, we are not on a quote-unquote next gen version for the 2K Golf. I would imagine EA is building their platform on a next gen graphics system, as everything is trending that way, and they don't have a foundation really to build off of. They're not going to use the old Rory McIlroy stuff from several consoles ago. So I'm gonna think EA is going to have the better graphics off the bat. That being said, 2K did make a big jump from 21 to 23. I think the game looks pretty darn nice. Okay, and this is going to be what really dictates a lot of people's decision on which game to buy. 2K has a course designer mode. That is the most critical, most important mode of the game. Not only do they have courses on the PGA Tour, the Sawgrasses, the East Lakes, etc., but they have the course designer mode where there are hundreds, thousands of designers who are constantly creating new courses. Yes, they'll do some replicas of IRL courses, but they'll also create these awesome fantasy courses, and we don't know if EA is going to have that. We do, however, know that EA is going to have Augusta. They're going to have St. Andrews. They have the licenses to both Augusta National and the Open Championship, so you'd have to think there's going to have a whole bunch of English, Scottish courses, so they may have more official courses more likely on EA. Whether or not there's going to be a course designer in an ever-expanding list, that is to be determined. So for the time being, I'm going to have to give the edge to the thousands, hundreds of thousands of courses that you will be able to play on 2K. I know Augusta is my favorite course, so it disappoints me that it's not going to be in 2K. Okay, and finally, how are you going to enjoy the game? Are you a true simulation type person, or are you an arcade person? Do you want the real difficulties of golf represented in a video game format, or are you just going to have a fun casual time in an arcade style? So I think they're going to play two different ways. 2K is definitely going to lean more on the simulation side. It can be very, very difficult. They have settings all the way up to legendary, which I challenge anyone out there to go try that out. It is going to be very, very difficult to consistently get tempos and score well, as opposed to EA in the past has always been more on the arcadey side. You can put spin on the ball mid-flight and such, and have these mini game modes that might be more up your alley. So I would anticipate EA to come out in that manner. 2K for now really is much more on the simulation side. However, they do have a couple new game modes. They are definitely ever expanding, and by adding the playable pros it definitely is starting to cater more towards the casual audience as well. On that note, if you're looking for online multiplayer, well, right now on 2K it doesn't really exist. There are online societies, which I co-host one, Red Fast Review, you should check it out. It's on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. But that's really the only format of online competition. They have casual mode where you can play head-to-head versus people, but the current version has it stripped out. I would imagine they're adding a leaderboard system in currently. They have 6 months to do it before EA releases their game, so I have full confidence they are in the works on that at the moment. Who knows, maybe by the time this video drops, it'll already be out. But for now, based on initial pre-release for 2K, and knowing how EA has marketed its games in the past, I would lean towards the online competition being better on EA as far as your everyday casual player. Now, if you're a real grinder and you like the simulation style, the societies are very, very intricate, and they have third-party websites, TGC tours. I would highly recommend checking out the website, where stats are pulled from all different platforms. It's all computerized and via API, and it's really, really fun to congregate with other community members. Lastly, what's going to hurt EA the most is release date. 2K is going to be first to market. They are out right now in October. EA is not going to be releasing until March timeframe, just before the Masters, which obviously is an ideal release time. With that release time difference, 2K could get a huge jump start and really take over the market. So the majority of the market could lean 2K. We all know a lot of people are probably craving an EA golf game. However, the really successful ones all had Tiger Woods attached. For me personally, right off the bat, I'm leaning 2K, but go out there, make your best decision, and good luck on your cuts.